What's good YouTube? And welcome to the house. I just woke up to a big clap of thunder and I look on Yu-Gi-Oh! Twitter just for a little bit and I see that Firewall Dragon in the OCG is Errata'D and Unbanned. So I'm over here on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization. I'm hoping they have the ban list up. I see, yeah, OCG Dragon Errata'D, Fire Dragon alternate art, and here we go. January 1st, limits and regulations, it's back! So let's see exactly what they did to Firewall Dragon. I'm hoping double hard once per turn at the very least, otherwise zombies would probably use this card the most, and it looks like it was all on a live stream rather than their website. So, Firewall Dragon, link for light Sutff link effect monster, attack 2500, materials 2+ monsters. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn each, once while face up on the field. Quick effect. You can target monsters on the field and or graveyard up to the number of monsters co-linked to this card, return them to the hand. If a monster this card points to is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Sutff monster from your hand. So they have gone ahead and done a double hard once per turn, not just while it's face up. So what I was actually scared of is that they would only hard once per turn one effect and then Mizuki would get loops, my brother. But instead they have also doubled down not only on once per turn each, but forcing it to be Sutff only. When it comes to Errata'Ds, I knew they probably would eventually do it to Firewall. He is an ace monster from Brains. They had to work around it so hard to even ban this guy. I just wish they would make like Firewall 2 or Firewall certain version, you know, whenever it comes to this card. But I guess they're not going to change the anime and manga for the IRL cards, and we're not going to get that, and instead they've gone back and changed him. Let's see what else is happening with the OCG. I don't know a ton of the changes versus us versus them, except for Mexi. We were talking about it on a live stream earlier, so let's see what has changed. And Forbidden Grinder Golem Lithium. You can't even say it for the OCG anymore. Grinder Golem. So there it goes. I'm guessing because Firewall's back, even though it's specifically Sutff monsters. That doesn't really seem like that big of a deal, but okay. Red the Reboot, Nadir Servant? What? Nadir Servant, so they're already, okay, I guess the OCG is a release and a half ahead of us in a lot of senses, to almost 2 releases ahead of us. I wish we would up the timeline and just be on similar releases, but Nadir Servant, wow, already. I was wondering what Konami would do in the TCG in order to hit the most fair top deck Dogmatica, but they went ahead and took care of Nadir Servant. The Pankratops to one, I'm guessing it was at maybe more than one over there. I doubt it was banned, but I don't know which change that is for them. And Firewall Dragon specifically to 1 for its Errata'D. They're not just straight putting it to 3. Red the Reboot, I don't know if that was banned or at more as well. It seems like maybe this is just aligning more with the TCG for these two to be specifically at 1. And then Nadir Servant. Ah, man. Okay, the most to break down into this is that no matter how fair a top deck is, there's a point in time when you eventually start to choke it out, and it seems like Japan's already going about that, whereas the USA, I feel like, would have to get to the Megatons first, give everybody a chance, make sure Konami makes their money and sells their set, rather than, well, cashes back in on the card again, rather than they're just going to limit it over here. So I don't think that'll be a one-for-one change to the TCG. Maybe it'll even have a little stint on the semi-limit list over here, but I don't see this change applying to the TCG. Semi-limited Lauren. I believe he has an Errata'D in the OCG as well, if I'm not mistaken, from the Ice Barrier structure deck, limiting his loops. Wind Up Magician Semi. Was it a problem, or is that a peel off for them? I'm pretty sure that would be a peel off. Junk Speeder, Magical Meltdown. I'm pretty sure that's limiting the power of the invoked. And Cursed Eldland. I feel like Invoked is the most fair engine that comes back time and time again, and even if it comes back time and time again to be the top, it fades out very quickly. I hate the conversation of hitting the Invoked engine here in the TCG. I don't know if this is a peel off for them or if it is them choking it out more. Cursed Eldland is a nice little hit to the Eldritch engine. It sure hurts their consistency, and I feel like maybe we do underuse the semi-limited list. It's not just, oh, this is completely useless. There's a time to water down decks and their consistency, especially for their unsearchable cards like Nadir Servant, like Cursed Eldland, that doesn't need to go straight to 1, and these are the perfect kinds of cards perhaps for the semi-limit list. But we'll see how the TCG does. And let's round out the unlimited Fossil Dig. Oh, there's a justification. Yo, they talked about why and what's happening. Yo, Japan, come on over for our ban list. Fossil Dig Unlimited, so I'm guessing it was in some capacity hit before. Tour Guide from the Underworld and Dark Greffer Unlimited. Greffer. It's been a while since, yeah. That's crazy to put it at 3. One of the ultimate warrior enablers all the way off. I'm pretty sure we even have Greffer at 1 on our list. I'm gonna look that up really quick, but I'm pretty sure we have Greffer at 1. I don't know about, like, warrior's already one of the strongest typings, period. I don't think that they need extra help. Control Find Dark Greffer. I know it's early in the morning. Yeah, he is at 1 over here. I don't like that notion. It's just such a strong. When you have Rhoda, then you get into Greffers and Armageddon Knights. For Dark Warrior to just ascend to those levels, I guess I'm scared of what they can do. And they also do limit card design for one of the strongest attributes in the entire game. Fossil Dig. Let dinos rule for a little bit longer, have a budget deck. Alright, that's the only justification. Grinder Golem was forbidden due to its previous history with Akshik and Firewall, and there's also Security Dragon. With Firewall Dragon, it can be looped, albeit slower, to create insanely strong fields for little to no cost. I kinda hard disagree. I don't know about that one, if it's specifically special summon a Cyverse monster, and a card, this card points to is destroyed by battle. Wait, I kind of missed that. Destroyed by battle, instant to the graveyard. I don't know about looping Grinder Golem at all for the most part. Like, you target monsters on the field and or graveyard up to number, return them to the hand. Yeah, so you get one chance at returning Grinder Golem. Just one. I don't think so. Looping slowly, turn by turn. Excuse me. That's a yikes for me overall. What do you guys think of the OCG list and how it's turned out? Again, I probably should be more privy to their format and how these changes are going. This is pretty huge for us to see erratas on some of these cards, so the erratas almost always follow from the OCG to TCG. We'll likely see Delord, and we'll likely see Firewall Dragon, and some future forms of limiting. If Konami Japan's idea to hit Dogmatica is to go after Servant first, it'll certainly be interesting versus the cash cow that it is Horizon of the Duels and the future product reprints to see how the TCG does handle their version of that. And Meltdown, is this a peel off? I feel like the Invoked engine has been hit multiple times over there before, whereas here I don't think it was, so maybe this is a peel off instead of a hit. Do let me know on that as well. I do like the thought of hitting the Eldritch stuff this way, though. Unironically, I think it's a good argument for non-searchable 3-ofs to get watered down for the decks, and mayhaps not all the way to 1. This is a good balance for the semi-limits.